What is up, everyone? It's Mado here. This is 6 Feet Under, the pre-finale episode 12. It's called Twilight. I'm loving this season, and yeah, it's just the last episode. This show is depressing. I need to talk to y'all about something. Hold on, I just remembered. I was sleeping one day. I was like about to sleep at night. And I'm like, wait, is Claire pregnant or no? I was like in my head and I'm thinking, I should know if Claire is actually pregnant. Like, I think this show is getting in my head a lot, especially in how I treat people and how I see people, because it is relatable. This show is relatable. Like, we can all relate to any aspect in the show. So when something happens in my life, I get remembered like this is like what happened in 6 Feet Under, and I cried at that scene. So now when I put that in reality, I got more emotional at stuff that I don't usually get emotional at, and then I block that. I'm like, that was no. I'm like, no. But that's crazy because this show is making me more sentimental, and I don't know if I like that. Like, something happens in my life and I'm like, I can't give an example because I can't remember now, but I'm like, this happened in the show and I remember that was so sad in the show, and it's literally what's happening here in front of me. So I'll be like, oh god, this is actually gonna make me cry. But then I stop myself, because if I am gonna live as how I react to this show, it's not gonna be healthy at all. Like, this show is like a space for me to be like emotional, yes, connect to the characters, understand them. That's like when I usually watch anything, that's how I be. But like in real life, you can't feel the same way. Maybe I should care if like my mother is feeling like Ruth in some sad situations, you know. Maybe I should actually care more. I don't know. Okay, I'm stop ranting now. It's just, I don't know what's happening in my head about the show, but it's a lot. If you want to support your broke boy Mado, make sure to go on Patreon. Support me there, watch the full reactions, make me watch any movie, and let's go right into episode 12. Let's see what this episode is about. We're about to end the season. Okay.
Mr. Williman's last statement may be offensive.
Oh.
It may contain expletives, or when Mr. Williman expires, you may hear what is known as a death rattle.
I know.
Any questions?
There's no explanation.
Oh.
No excuse. I can't lie here and tell you there is one.
Oh. Wow. I never expected that we go there.
He's teaching anybody anything by putting this poison into me. They're even dumb, all gonna cry in the same wet hell that I'm going to for doing this. Because this isn't right.
What did you do though? What you did is right? Ugh.
You're all pigs. I would cut all your throats if I could. I hate this mother!
Carl Desmond. I've seen the woman. I've seen her face, but I can't remember who. I think we know the people, right?
Okay, well, if you want me to stop calling me, could you just tell me? Otherwise, I'll keep trying.
We don't care how free you make the paper. We don't want all that paper in the apartment. Yes, that sounds like a great deal of savings.
We're not interested. Is there coffee for me too?
Period.
Yeah. What was that?
I can't stand listening to you deal with those telemarketers.
It's the same tone you use whenever you want me to know that
when are you gonna get through your thick fucking skull that you were the one who fucked up in San Diego? You shouldn't have been involved in my family business.
I stuck up for you.
I don't need anybody sticking up for me.
Yeah, I want you on my side. I need you on my side, and it's the one thing that I never, ever have.
That is not true.
Yes, it is, because everything I do is too weak or too nice. And you don't really like me. Why should this constant abuse be what I call love?
David.
Don't touch me.
Ooh. Come on, I'm proud of him. But I don't know why. In my head, like, if Keith doesn't want you to intervene in family matters, then don't. You know, you gotta respect that. But what he did isn't wrong. Like, you shouldn't be upset about him because of what he did. You just gotta talk to him and tell him, I don't like you doing that. I don't know. What are we doing?
Do you have a friend who could help you? No. Well, we really don't want you to drive yourself.
Get this. I lost my job to go to my father's execution. Isn't that the most pathetic thing you've ever heard in your whole life? Yeah, now I'm out of a fucking job. I don't want the fact that he killed a bunch of women to be the only story anybody ever tells about him, you know?
Oh.
He was a kid once. He had a life. I've seen the pictures. I mean, my brother kind of got the shit beat out of him a lot, but he never beat me.
I'll go find the other Mr. Fisher and we'll figure this whole thing out.
The death of a serial killer. This episode is about serial killer. Execution of a serial killer. Oh my. This show.
But if my dad wasn't a murderer, you'd be saying all kinds of sweet things to me right now, like how hard this must be for me, like that.
No, I know how hard it is for you.
It's because he's going through it.
I've been having a hard time myself.
Yeah, he's going through it. You don't know how to talk anymore. She's... What? Oh.
They fall into the pipe over here. Very slowly. Come out the other side.
What the fuck?
So show me the boxes.
That's kind of cool, right? It's a cool tattoo, I think.
If anybody wants some for dinner, they're the sky blue Tupperware.
Thanks.
It's such a beautiful day today.
Really?
No.
Oh dear.
What?
What?
It's one of Lisa's Dr. Peppers.
She doesn't drink Dr. Pepper.
Maybe not in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have brought Maya with me, though.
Maya's on her own journey, Lisa. This is about you.
I hope that didn't happen. I don't think so.
I left the number by the phone.
Ruth, where are you going?
What are you guys doing tomorrow?
Same old shit.
Where's Mom going?
George's.
Oh, Georgia.
The original title of this famous poem was He'd Do the Police in Different Voices.
Okay. At least he can still, it's functioning. It is. I hope. She wouldn't go if it didn't function, right? That's good. Okay, Grandpa.
Well, we're still a genius, even with one wrong.
This is cute.
I guess I do feel like the stars are moving a little faster lately.
Whoa.
You know, like in those movies where they speed things up. Very aware of how important it is to enjoy what life gives you. Maybe my last chance at finding love.
Whoa.
And you may be my last chance to be happy.
Oh. Oh. What the? This is so real and raw. Oof. No pun intended.
I don't see why you two stay together if it's always that bad.
Because it's not always that bad.
Yeah, but even if it's that bad for just a little while. You know, me and Vanessa, we've got the kids to think about.
So gay couples have no reason to stay together?
I don't see how anybody stays together without kids. That's all. It was a compliment.
What? If kids are the reason you're staying with your wife, then that's the worst reason to stay with her. No, it's not the worst, but that's just, I don't agree.
This is the gentleman who murdered all those women.
Yep.
Only to be murdered himself by the state of Texas.
Oh.
So you're against capital punishment, Arthur?
Certainly. Not only does it fail to deter other criminals, Rico, But mistakes are often made. Innocent people die.
Someone did something like that to Vanessa, or even to you, I'd have no trouble flipping the switch.
And what about the value of human life?
He cashed in the value of his human life a long time ago.
Who's this?
It's Mr. Williman.
How they do that? It's actually getting fluid out.
Hi.
Your father's service is tomorrow, right?
I know.
She wanted to see you. So,
What kind of flowers do you like? Or
you want to give him flowers? You came in. She came in a very odd time for Nate. What is she feeling?
did you want to go get some coffee or something? I haven't eaten anything yet today.
I'm kind of busy.
Is your wife around?
No, she's not.
Sorry.
Look, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Maya.
This one has more torque.
How much torque does a guy like me really need, though?
Okay, Grandpa got swag, okay? He got riz. For all the saggy titties out there.
I wonder if we shouldn't just get married.
Are you serious?
I am.
What's happening?
Because I've been thinking the same thing.
You have? George, I don't mind telling you I'm lonely, and I've been lonely for a long time.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
You really do?
Yes.
That's how old people get together?
I don't want to come to places like this alone anymore.
Neither do I.
So let's get married.
I want to. That's what I'm saying.
Me too.
Aw, wait, what the They're both very lonely people right now, and... In the store, okay. Y'all better get your floppy, saggy...
I've been married before. You should know that.
Oh.
Well, of course you have two grown children.
Oh.
How many times?
Oh.
6.
Oh. It's gonna be 7, 8, 9, 10, Ruth. He told her that I might not stay with you. He's 80 years old and getting more action than me.
Gosh darn it.
You lost your dog?
Not me, my wife.
What does he look like?
He's a chocolate lab. You want to see his picture?
No, I didn't see him.
Ew.
Sorry.
Ew, no. Oh. Imagine the serial killer killed her. They link her disappearance with the death of the episode. That would be crazy. That would be cool.
What are you doing here?
I've been calling and calling. I wanted to know that you're okay. Let me help you.
Help? Why the fuck would you want to help me?
Because I care about you, Nate, and I can't just turn that off.
Oh, sure you can. You've done it before.
Aww.
Just thanks.
Oh, Brenda.
Do you think you could give me a ride?
Oh.
I have to go get an abortion. Sure.
Brenda, been there, done that. Oh god. That's a great person to ask, to be honest.
I think Lisa's dead.
Oh.
I do too.
Oh.
I hate to say it, but I do. I just feel like she's gone.
Maya's my niece.
She was such a sweet person. Why should something like that happen to her? Why is life like that?
That's good though. To talk about what you're feeling about this.
I've been seeing someone.
George. Yeah, we've noticed.
It's going pretty well. Even settling down with him, don't you think?
No. She's very vulnerable though.
Well, getting married. Don't you think I deserve to be happy?
Of course, but you've only known the guy for what, a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Why do you have to rush into it so fast?
I haven't felt that way in so long, I'd forgotten what it feels like.
It's your decision. I just don't want to see you get hurt.
No. Yeah. Please. He's a grandpa fuck. He's a fuck grandpa, not a fuck boy. He's a fuck grandpa. I don't think someone should be in a relationship when they're that vulnerable or sad or just going through a lot. It's the worst time. Even though that person can help you. But after that, when you get better, you're like, I don't need this person anymore. I didn't love him. I loved him because... Anyway.
Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, loved by the moonlight, have all passed away.
Hey, David. Do you want to get something? Lunch or a drink or something?
Yes, please.
No. Well, that's nice he has a friend there.
Niece, Pam, Claire.
See you later.
I'll be here.
Aww. Wait, can you get an abortion when it's barely a like it's a fetus? Like how? I should know this. I'm a nurse. I thought abortion's like after like at least 2 months, right?
Before we begin the procedure, I'm going to do an ultrasound.
Oh, that was. This is too quick. She's like, Nate's wife is missing.
You chose Twilight.
Oh.
I don't know. Sedation. You're not really gone, but you're not really here.
Sounds good.
You're going to be okay.
I'm going to take good care of you. Don't worry.
What the? Oh. She's hype. They're gonna put the name of the baby. Oh no. I thought they're gonna put the name of a baby. Or baby Claire's baby and the year. They come in packets, not packets, in dozens. That's I never seen a lot of like women going to, together.
Mary, Haley, Bethany, Rosa.
That's crazy. Stay safe, guys. Why y'all want to go through this? Stay safe.
I think it's a wonderful book, George. You should be proud. The state of California has always been here.
This is his place? Okay, I understand you, Ruth. I understand you.
I'm thinking we should slow down on the marriage plans, George.
Oh.
I don't have any other prospects, and I don't want any. There's no rush.
When a guy is that nice and understanding, then he's either a serial killer or he dives like that. I don't know how to dive either, so who might say?
I'm so bored. This kind of unhappiness. I think I'm ready for some new unhappiness.
Whoa. He's like, it's my chance. He's like, it's my chance to shoot. No way, right? Two bottoms don't make a top.
That I take you and your situation with Keith really seriously. Be happy with Keith. I want you to be.
Thank you.
That was it? Oh. Is she at Brenda's motel?
Hey, how are you feeling?
A little bit better.
Keep the gun under the pillow.
You're still in love with my brother, aren't you?
No.
No.
Well, only in the way that I always will be, but not in the way of thinking about him like, oh God, when am I going to see Nate again? I'm worried about him now.
Like Lisa being... It was weird about Lisa. I think she really liked me.
I'm sure she did. You miss her?
I guess, yeah.
No.
Sorry if that's...
No. It's totally right.
Yeah. I love Brenda today.
The color of the beautiful blue skies, and also blue eyes.
Yeah, you start to think about everything, every possibility. If you know what happened to her, it's better than not know anything, to be honest. What?
Carl Williman was a part of God's good creation.
Oh.
Susceptible to sin, yes, but worthy of grace. I'm so sorry for your...
I knew her at St. Bart's.
Oh.
So I came out of the closet.
And that was good.
Yeah. And I'm in a committed relationship.
With Keith. Truth in relationships don't make life better, David. They make life possible.
So you think I should stay with Keith?
I think you should do whatever brings you deeper into the reality of your life.
The reality of my life?
Yes, not the life you think you can have, the life you've got.
Oh. 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 He said keep it real. Get a real person. Real.
Hey.
Oh, he called her, actually?
What you doing? I think we should do that again.
Wow.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Oh. That's old Nate, isn't it?
Oh, are you serious? You're gonna cry?
I can't help it.
Nate!
You see what people do to each other, what your father did to people, now you're gonna cry? Oh, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me? You don't get to cry!
Where were you last night? I was looking for you.
To watch Maya?
Yeah.
I was busy, sorry.
Oh. She probably feels like I can't tell Nate because of what he's going through, what everyone's going through. That's why she didn't tell them. Or she's scared to tell them that she actually is, and she did that, you know.
Russell used to say the whole house smelled like the color wheel. Yeah, he liked it here. Maybe you could give Brenda a break. I know she's only trying to help.
Yeah.
Things between me and Brenda, it's a whole lot more complicated than you might think, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure I could never imagine.
Oh.
Well, the first one was Susie, and just got married too young. Andrea died.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You marry 6 people, a few of them are gonna die. The odds.
Yeah. Getting married 6 times? Girl, he's gonna die when you marry him. It's his time now.
One time I bought a house built over a stream, literally. So I tore up the old floor, and there was a stream. There it was, this live, sparkly water.
Hope.
Right underneath my house.
This has to be symbolic.
That's how I feel about you.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry. You make me miss Nathaniel, though.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I miss a few of mine, too.
Oh, wow. They share their sadness together.
Your rent, and I buy you all this shit, and I expect you to be available to have dinner with me whenever I want. And I was like, no.
Leave from hell.
Oh, no.
I don't want us to be together anymore. Breaking up with me? Yeah, I'm breaking up with you.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. No. We should go to therapy and talk about this.
It's not a discussion, Keith. There's nothing to talk about. It's never been right between us. It never will be. That's fine.
Don't do this.
Or what, you'll hit me?
No.
I'm so sick of being scared of you, Keith. I hate it.
Oh. You're scared of Keith? I mean, yeah. He's been holding back a lot, so yeah, he is scared. But they're my favorite. Stop. Where's the baby? What's up? Wake up, Nate. Oh, man. Look at the light.
Please?
Whoa. Nice.
I'm right here.
Where is she actually?
I just felt like we were beginning
I know we were. I know it. I know it in my heart. And I just feel like I had this once-in-a-lifetime chance and I f***ed it up.
I'm not a chance. I'm a person.
What the Yo! I should not look at this. What is that? I'm sorry, I'm lost. Hey, this is a good music, outro music. I want this music. Okay, that was episode 12, Twilight. That was a good episode. Okay, let's talk. Claire got pregnant last episode. I mean, we find out that she's pregnant last episode, and she aborted the baby this episode, and that's over. I guess they made it quick like that because that's what teenagers usually go through, in America at least. But yeah, it is. I just can't believe how these characters live life when all of this stuff, all of these situations, all of this is happening around them. Like, it's just too much. And Brenda seeing that Claire's pregnant, she took her there, and she knows that Nate's wife is missing. It's just like, what is happening to his family? She's like, I love Brenda this so much. I love her now. I don't know. She just seemed nice and kind, and she didn't want anything in return. Like, that's how she is feeling, and I like that. Nate, it is understandable what he's going through. Like, to give some negative outbursts, like negative, you know, replies and all of that, because he's going through it. Like, he's depressed, and he's just in his thoughts all the time, in his head. Where is she? Where could what could have happened? What could have happened there? What could have happened to her? It's just so scary. The unknown is so scary. Like, if they know what happened to her, if she died or whatever, it would be way better than just her missing. I would, that would be so. I could not sleep. I would not sleep, just like him. Like, if someone close to me just vanished. Oh my, how can you live with that? So that's why I understand him being a douchebag right now, drinking, you know, using that girl, all of that. I understand it, but I just don't agree with it. I just don't feel like, whatever you're going through, don't you know, don't put that on other people as well. Don't affect them. I don't like that, but it will, because you're living with people around you. So I don't expect him to not do that, because it's hard to not to. But I wish that he didn't do that to that girl, because I feel bad for her. She's going through it. Imagine your father, this serial killer, and you watched him get executed, and then go to the funeral. She lost her job. Like, it's just, yeah, you just God. Also, they talk about, you know, the law of execution and all of that. Is it called execution? I think so. The law of that, and does it really help or no? You know, this is like, we can agree and we can disagree. I can disagree and I can agree, because what is his name? Steve. What Albert? Oh my God, what's his name? Albert. What Albert said. Like, he's like, that won't stop other serial killers to do the killing, to do that. It just don't really help. But then they said, like, if that happened to you, you would want that to happen to him. You want him to die. And I get that. I get both sides. So I really don't know how I feel. Like, I think when it happens to me, which hopefully it will not. I think when it happens to me, when someone get killed close to me, and we know the killer, then in my head, then I would be like, you know, I would see how I would react. But I just don't like the whole execution of people. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't. Just killing a human is, it's just crazy to me. Even if they killed a lot of people. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still young. I might change my mind. Who knows? Ruth and George, his name. Is this how old people get together? Because if that, then let me get to 90 real quick. Let me get to 80 real quick. Because that was quick. That was because they both share sad history. They're lonely. They want to do stuff with other people, like with someone at least. And I can't imagine living alone at the age of 80, no one around you. Like, that is so sad. But at some, like, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I would want that. I don't want to talk. I enjoy my own time, but that's temporary. I don't really like being alone for a very long period of time. I don't think that's healthy, even to not talk to anyone, to not have friends, to not have anyone around you, family, anything. That's just, how can you live with that? So I really understand the relationship, but it really comes from like their need of, you know, because they're both vulnerable. This episode is about vulnerability because everyone is vulnerable. But yeah, because Ruth and George are just so vulnerable that and so lonely. They just like, but he got married 6 times. He told us why, each one. So I just don't. I think he's very transparent. He's very honest, and he just. So I don't understand why would I not understand him or not trust him. You know, I think I do. So. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Ruth was so quick though, she wanted to get married. Yeah, what I said, that I don't think people should be married when in like Ruth's situation right now. Like I don't think so. I mean, to be honest, in her life, in her personally, she didn't go through as much. Her kids are going through it and she has to deal with it, which is also hard. But she, like what she went through is just she wanted to sleep with what's his name, Steve. And he just wasn't down for that, and she got sad and she keeps remembering her dead husband, but that's about it, right? Like I don't that's about it. Yeah, because this season she didn't really talk about her dealing with like wanting to communicate more with her kids and all of that, because that was an issue previous seasons, but this season she didn't really, like, they are more open to her, I guess. That's why that problem is fixed. She wanted to care more about them and know more about her kids and what they're going through. But yeah, I guess that is solved, so that's why. Yeah, I don't know if she is ready to get married again, but that was too fast. Like 2 weeks, you want to get, like, what? But they are old. Maybe because they're old and I feel like they know what they want for some reason. I don't know. Nah. Because how can you fall in love within 2 weeks? Anyway. Yeah. David and Keith, it's sad, but I think David is doing the right thing right now. Keith has to realize that his actions have consequences, and David is not suitable for his like his box, you know, of living. I know that makes sense, but I just like Keith. I just agree with Keith most of the times. Like that's why I just don't. It's also because I think Keith, I understand it because maybe how he grew up, like he's maybe having some characteristics as his father, you know, because his father beat him and told him to be a man and all of that, and it's just, he just can't handle David, which is, David's literally the opposite of Keith. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much for the support. I love you all so much. I love 6 Feet Under and the fans of 6 Feet Under, and I'll see you on the finale. I think I'm gonna watch it now. I need to check the time, but yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.